Women are concerned about blisters, bed bugs, and which day to start walking. And these are all great questions, and I'll be responding to them in this video. And they're all part of my Camino series. My name is Linda G. Robert, your back in the groove again coach, travel coach, and travel agent with Travel Only. I've walked 2 Caminos so far, the Del Norte, all by myself, and the central route from Porto to Santiago de Compostela with a really good friend. If you want a copy of my 10-step guide, go to my website at lindagrobert.com /Camino. Here's the first question. How do I prevent blisters on my feet when walking the Camino de Santiago? All right, so preventing blisters is a common concern for many women preparing for the Camino, for many people in general too. Blisters can be painful and really impact your journey, but with the right steps, they're entirely preventable. So here are some key tips. Wear proper socks. So choose moisture wicking socks like those that are made from merino wool or synthetic blends, which keep your feet dry and reduce friction. Now, some women prefer to wear a thin liner sock under a thicker hiking sock for added protection. Use anti-blister products. Applying a blister balm or a lubricant like Body Glide to areas prone to friction can help. Taping sensitive areas with blister preventive tape, such as Leuco tape, before you start walking can also make a big difference. And of course, you want to break in your shoes. Make sure your shoes are well fitted and thoroughly broken in before starting to walk the Camino. If they're not fitting properly, that is one of the biggest causes of blisters. You also want to take care of your feet by paying attention to any hot spots, areas that you might already feel discomfort or heat. Stop immediately and adjust your socks or shoes and treat the area to prevent a blister from forming. Keeping your feet dry is also really important. So take regular breaks to air out your feet and change your socks if they get wet. Change your shoes if they get wet as well. Now, with these tips, you'll be much better prepared to prevent blisters and fully enjoy your Camino experience. I need to tell you that on the first Camino, the Del Norte, I did get blisters. And the morning before I started walking, I would always put Band-Aids around my toes. Of course, I would put the Glide on my feet as well, and that really helped. During the second Camino, I didn't get any blisters. So there you go. You don't always get blisters when you walk the Camino. All right, question number 2. Some women are worried about bed bugs on the Camino. So what can be done to prevent this, and is it a real problem? So yes, bed bugs can be an issue on the Camino, but it's not as common as people fear. And there are some simple steps to prevent problems. Now you want to inspect your bed. Now we're talking about when you arrive at a hostel, because if you book rooms in a hotel, you more than likely won't get bed bugs. So when you arrive at your albergue or your hostel, do a quick check before you hop in. Look around the seams of the mattress and the bed frames for tiny dark spots or actual bugs. You want to use a sleeping liner. A lightweight bed bug resistant sleeping liner can act as a barrier. So some are treated with permethrin, an insect repellent that helps keep bugs away. You might want to talk to a recreation store about that. Now, keep your bag off the bed as well. Store your backpack on designated shelves or hang it rather than placing it on the bed to reduce the chance of bringing bugs with you. You also, of course, want to wash regularly. Wash your clothes in hot water when possible. Some pilgrims carry a small spray bottle with a diluted permethrin solution for extra precaution. Now, while bed bugs can happen, they're not everywhere. And albergues take it very seriously. Of course they would, right? They don't want to lose business here. They often respond quickly if there's an issue. It's just about being mindful, not fearful. All right, here's another question. Does it matter what day you start walking? Are weekends busier than weekdays? Right, so if you are hoping to meet some other pilgrims to chat with, perhaps you're worried about when is a better day to walk. Now, the Camino has a steady flow of pilgrims year-round, even in the wintertime. But yes, weekends can be a bit busier, especially in popular starting towns like Sarria. So if you're hoping to meet people, weekends are great because they're often a larger crowd, starting out. But there are some benefits of starting during the weekday too. So if you prefer a quieter start or more availability in hostels, starting midweek might also be ideal. But don't worry, whether you start on a Monday or a Saturday, you will meet plenty of fellow pilgrims along the way. Now, there are some caminos that are busier than others, like the Frances is really, really busy. The Del Norte, not as busy as the Frances. And the Camino Portuguese way, the central or the coastal route, they're equally busy as well, but not as busy, I don't think, as busy as the French way. So you will meet people along the way. The Camino has a natural way of bringing people together. Now, if connection is really important to you, stay in albergues or join pilgrim dinners where conversations flow naturally. So that means that if you do see restaurants where you have a menu of the day, del menu del dia, something like that, you will more than likely be among other pilgrims. And if you're walking by yourself, please don't be shy, especially if you do want to meet other pilgrims. Just say, hey, may I sit with you? Can I sit with you? Would you mind? They won't mind. They enjoy the company. That's what they're there for. They're also there to meet other people. So if your question is, you don't want to be walking when it's very busy, then you might want to choose a route that's not as busy. I mentioned the Del Norte is not as busy, for example. All right, so any other questions, please just add them in the comments section and I'll do my best to respond to them. Take care now. Bye-bye.